And hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Epic Fumble, where you can see we have another full party tonight. That's a really great thing. Like, all these games in a row. Let's not jinx it for next time. But right now, we are at our episode 18 of this Wildemount campaign of the Cerberus Hounds. There's someone right there. Thank you. And for tonight, last game I let my player recaps last session since they not nearly like entered in combat with people way over their pay grade, but maybe a tiny bit. It depends on what it looks like.
That's like the euphemism of the century, a little bit.
Praise the Everlight, they said.
Yeah.
But, next week is going to be Insurrection, our Star Wars game in French, with the Fate Core system, where La Bergeron is actually in there. Thank you. I'll just do this when they'll recap. I'll change the points in there. No, you can't give points to yourself. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry. I'm throwing the ball to my players since they have to do the recap for this inspiration. Or, I'll have to do it and give myself an inspiration.
I think I give one, but with very bad English. First of all, we went to a town, and since like we had some cursed people in our party, namely Shroud, they all went to a church. It was really going smoothly and long until they finally struck a bargain to curse Shroud from whatever he had. But when he went to remove the curse, it removed part of his black fur as well, which made him more white. Which uncovered another problem that the priest did not like, but we don't know actually why. He didn't tell us. Before it escalated more, they went to search for me when I was there. I was about to solve the situation, and then someone, I will not name that person, just dropped the Everlight symbol in the conversation, which is illegal in this town. And everyone at the temple was ready to burn us off. But someone helped us. I don't remember, a priestess of a god. I don't know the name of that one. Saved us because we looked like really pitiful. And then we went away with the promise to do something at some point, which I don't recall what we promised though. And then we went to a tavern and we tried. I proposed. It was my idea to like do a circle of secrets to unveil the secrets that we have to not go into predicaments again while through going through towns and stuff like that. And we told some secrets, and some people just told vague information about themselves. That's pretty much it.
And we went back to party with the band that was downstairs.
That's what you were about to do, yes.
I know.
And let me just go there. And the rewards are now up and running inside the chat. So if you want to spend points for other floating. Oh, look at Emily's giving a D4 to Vess. And here comes the first inspiration. The inspiration you can notice at the bottom left of your screen with this magnificent wolf. You can give D4 just like Emily did, and you can give floating inspiration, and also you have 2 gems now: the gem of prophecy that you can give to a player to ask a question to the DM, and I have to answer truthfully, a short answer. And the other one is the Gem of Power, giving a natural 20 to one of the player. Or myself, maybe, whatever you would like, but usually given to a player. So, with the night, let me just get back to the music properly right there.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. But just before we get started, I'm just gonna have to step away for a little bit.
All right. Good. So, after your little chamber of secrets inside the inn that was actually free for you since you given information to the guards that were at the upper gate with free nights and beer and alcohol, that you can go with the dear gnome lady that was taking care of the establishment.
Was the goddess Iun?
No, that was the priestess.
Yeah,
that,
the one the priestess of like Iun. That's
the-
the one that stepped in, right?
The priestess of Iun, yes, that was a goddess that after Portia intervened and tried to calm the things down, the priestess came up with to ease the tension with the dragonborn, the gold dragonborn inside there.
Yeah.
Yes, and but it was the dwarven lady at the first gate, the guards, that give you the little coupon so you can have all your stuff for free. 3 rooms and food and booze for the night. So while you were finishing your chamber of secrets, you split into your different rooms. You'll have to pick up with who you are right now, but eventually downstairs the show starting, and it's technically a musical band that is set up to be there tonight. Anything in particular before going downstairs to eat, drink? Nope.
I will just retouch my makeup and stuff like that to be sure that it will survive the night.
All right. So if you dance and if you like it's getting warmth, you have to waterproof the thing. All right. So yep.
I'm
Go for
just gonna eat and like maybe have a drink, but then I'll come upstairs and try and sleep because I still have a level of exhaustion.
Indeed.
I'll just get into comfier clothes, less adventure-y and more an evening, being casual.
Yeah, you're in the middle of a city with tons of guards and all this stuff. If something happens, meh. I guess that you have like your one of your tools with you for casting purposes, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. So, well, you are all going downstairs for now. For now, it is pretty smooth. Like the band did just doing the fine tuning of their instruments, and one bard is doing music with like ghost sounds that you can hear all around with maybe a bit of magic for just the waiting purposes of the dum da da dum dum da da dum. Exactly. Well, everyone. So with the food, you have a full table in front of you. Like if you want vegetables, if you want potatoes with like some kind of spice, like little citrus mayonnaise or whatever you want. This establishment is known for its shows, and people want to enjoy it at the fullest. So even the food and drinks are really tasteful. And for what it looks in front of you, these things look kind of expensive. So you're happy to not pay for it tonight. And once the mood starts to be a bit more brighten up, you have people coming in, like that they're coming for the show, and you have the fashionably late people. I know that Shroud wanted to do some intervention during the people crowdish getting in.
I just want to have a look around and see what kind of people we have at the show, like the poor, the less
Right,
poor.
and do not steal.
Exactly. Borrowing
Well,
is not stealing.
Yes, it is in your case.
If you don't give it back, I think it does.
It's the Baxi rule that you can borrow for a long time.
I'll remember that.
So at first it was mostly the common folks that were from the lower town, But the more and more that gathers, the more and more you have middle class and even some fancier people coming from the upper side of the city. Because to recall you, the upper side is mostly the government district with the high classes, nobles, and the middle one where you are in the Penta Market. That's where you are right now. You have the establishment that you are in now. But even the fancy people got here, so do you target and do you want to do a generic role or you want to do a
It's
specific
gonna
one?
be really generic. I'm just gonna go around as stealthy as possible in the crowd. If everybody's sitting down, it's gonna be harder. But and the idea is definitely to steal people. So
All right, you're using yourself or you're using your mage end?
my
How do you
mage
proceed?
hand, for sure, with my new glove that I never tried so far.
Ooh. So, all right, you can give me this sleight of hand check. Since it's generic, you're just gonna like try to quick pickpocket some of the
Yep.
people around.
Let me pickpocket. Ta-da! Oh yeah.
For a 25.
Am I stealthy when I do it?
Right now, I consider that you're at a table and you're moving your slate. You're moving your mage hand. You just took a look and you exactly know where to like move the letter
But
strap.
the real
Fine.
question is, do my friends see me do that?
Well, they can give up if anybody was checking Shroud or looking that he does not mess up because he told earlier to the group that he would like to do some
Maybe.
shenanigans. You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Oh my god.
Almost.
I
So,
can't beat that.
but let me see if one of the tenants in there beats it. I have really low chance, but still a chance. And it's a
Really low
natural
chance.
one. So Shroud is pretty safe. You have the like I said, are you going for the poor people? Are you going for mid class or high class?
High class?
All right.
Who gives the poor?
You're waiting to a moment where like they just bought something and they give a gold piece and you take that specific moment when the purse is open to just slide something and you have like 2 or 3 like that. Roll me 3d4 please.
3d4. 1, 2, 3, 6.
For a 6, so you have 2 platinum and 4 gold pieces that you managed to pick up.
I'm gonna pay this so quickly. Not this. Revna so quickly.
do you also do it to the fashionably late one that are coming in? Because like I said, there's like some of the people that high class went on at the right time, but there's some late birds that comes a bit later.
Well, considering that my depth with Revna is so freaking high, Shroud would probably do it again, yes.
Okay. In this case, I will ask you to give me another Slate of Hand check.
Please don't be a 1. Ha!
23.
These gloves are working really well.
Because there's 2 people that comes in that are clashing a bit more with the others. Like the noble one, I have like a nice doublet or a really nice dress, but nothing too fancy. They have some jewelry to pop off from the crowd. But you have these 2 that let me just it doesn't work. Give me a sec. Here.
I find the address of her lover.
It's because there's like the two ones are a young man and a young lady with silver white hair coming in with one with a really nice vest that is blue and golds, and the lady have a white and gold dress with a corset that seems to be made with like fine metal. So pretty sure you can bet that it's gold. And let me show you these lovely two because they have an image.
Oh, I'm stealing people with images.
Yep.
Pain.
These two.
Pain.
And well, at some point, yeah, you see that the gentleman seems to have some things in his pocket when he enters to like grab his tickets. You just search it for him on himself. He's like, sorry, I think that and you just made sleight of hand inside of his vest to see if there's anything in there. And let me check this time though, if there's they're a bit better.
A lot better for sure.
No, just a little bit. But I rolled a 9.
You're really good. Well, 7 isn't just a little bit.
That's a sharp individual.
But I don't know. I just managed to do it.
Exactly, because and yes, Emily, hot. They're hot people. But what you see the stern face of the gentleman, it's not the way it looks. More of it's most the opposite. The gentleman seems to have a softer face, and right now he's really more joyful than the others. Than his sister actually. The sister seems to be a bit more the pickish lady from the novels that are like,
just give the invitation, brother. Then let's just sit.
so we have the same seat as usual, right? Oh yes, so my lord. So you can go and have no problem taking the seats. Will it be the same as food and drinks as usual? Yes, please. Thank you. And they go sit a bit further, closer to the stage on left. But you see that there's the tables have been moved so that people could dance in front of the stage. And Shroud, roll me a d10.
An 8.
Okay. 8. You grab two things. First, 8 platinum pieces.
Dang.
And you see that was his pocket change inside the jacket. And he just gave the tickets. And the other thing that you stole seems to be a signet ring. That is 2 griffins that are like in front of each other, and seems to be made of gold.
Okay.
You could approximate this around maybe 150 gold.
Dang. I bring this back home and put it in my pocket.
With the 23 skill event checks, everything seems to be fine. And Dr. Cultis, that is our Tama, is from the other game, just give you another floating inspiration. So you have 2 right now, and just recall that Vess also have 1. So at some point during the night, right now the festivities are going a bit more. I'm just trying to find the freaking song that I found, but it doesn't want to work properly. And have some tavern like singing. Here, where are you? Okay, I'll use this one. Sadly, it's not more joyful for this part of it. But right now, the band seems to be doing more of a ballad, so people could try to dance a bit smoother. It seems to be more, since the fancier people have to walk to here, they're playing the fancy people songs before, and probably the night during the night at later time will be more of the festive and where people drinks and when people scream and shout. And from what you see, the gentleman in the two twins. Well, first, anyone want to do something in particular with when the show begins? And
I judge everything. Besides that, nothing.
perfect.
I'm enjoying a nice cup of warm tea with a bit of a little extra in it after the eventful day that we had.
Perfect. I guess the other just drinks and eat on their side. Vest already specified that she want to go for a quick bed since they have the exhaustion. And when there's the more noble party that is the going over there, let me just here. You have the lady stays on her bench and just look and judge, pretty much like Kaiser is doing, looking around. But the guy seems to be, like I said, more joyful. And when this kind of music starts, he's like, "Come on, sister, let's go up for a dance." And you see the lady just,
Go find someone. I won't dance with you or any of this pepperish crowd.
and at some point he just goes look around, and his high stops, and once Portia landed his her cup of tea down, he put his hand in front of you and like, "Milady, would you give me the honor of this dance?"
Oh dear, it has been decades since I've been courted like this, but of course. And I take his hand and let my cup on by the side and join him for the dance.
Perfect. And well, let's see how you do. Give me a performance check. There's two floating, by the way.
Can I do a counter proposal and
Yes.
say, is this a sort of dance that would be very common amongst noble circles? The dance.
Yes, like with the aristocracy, like during courts or some such banquet and such. Yes, it would be happening.
Can I use my history proficiency, as in I know the steps to a waltz and all that? I'm not saying with my intelligence, which is not what I'm going, but like with my dexterity or my charisma, but saying that I use my knowledge and my how familiar I am with these sort of soirees and all to help me.
I would allow you to give me an history check, but with charisma instead of intelligence.
Okay, I have to figure out how the hell that works, and
How much you have, the plus that you have?
I usually have +8 because I have +5 intelligence. But here's the thing: I have persuasion, which I'm proficient in, but I have the same charisma modifier, so I'll roll persuasion, use that result because it'll be a similar roll.
Perfect, go. For a 6.
Times are tough, y'all. Times are tough.
It's a +3 only?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 10 charisma. I'm not a very
Okay.
charismatic lady.
There's a floating inspiration.
Stunning.
If you like.
Yeah, you can take one.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you.
Don't disappoint us.
I wouldn't dare.
Natural
There we
20.
go.
Take him home.
So at first, like, there's the little hand. It was like, you start a position, but at first you said that it was a long time, and you're like, oh shit, and he just look at you and just look into my eyes and follow the steps. And when you like it, okay, like it's this one. And when he sees that you hit, not that you have a more perceptive, but that you're going into a more mechanical way of the fun, he's doing the flowy thing to make it smoother.
I appreciate the help.
So with the two of you, you are actually doing quite a nice dance all together. And while he's doing, he's like, "What's such a fine lady like you comes around here in Zadash? I think it's the first time I see you at this show." And spins.
Oh, I'm just a traveler passing by for the night. I think I'm just very fortunate to fall upon a handsome gentleman such as yourself.
And one of the move is that he's bowing. And let me just check on my notes very quickly. Here. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lord Rodrigo Navarra.
Oh,
And please forgive the grin on my sister's face, Carmen. But, well, you are. I couldn't pass someone of this exquisite. Let me just. Let me call this back. Exquisite would not be the terms. Such a fine lady as you are. It's you seem to, and when you continue dancing,
Yeah.
you know how it does. And he continues and just he grabs you a bit closer at some point.
I raise a bemused eyebrow, like.
but not disrespectful. Like he doesn't go inside your bubble if
He grabs my waist respectfully. I see. There's a bit
respectfully.
of- yeah. I kind of like, how can I say, the way I maintain myself in a very dignified manner, and through my body language, I clearly say that I'm in here to enjoy a dance with a charming partner, and that is what I'm here for. Nothing more, nothing less. I do let a little knowing smirk on my lips when he refers to his sister, and I look at her and I give a friendly nod as we continue to dance.
And you just hear a large from her part. And Rodrigo goes back, and then yes, Rodrigo is the very white fella in in the image. And he
I
just
introduce myself as well. I'm Porsche Lots, and it is quite the pleasure to cross paths with you tonight.
and when you make him knows the intention about with the body language that you have, he respect he take a step back that you, for your comfort. So he's really not overgoing the boundaries. And so I went, an adventure of this kind, because from the fellas at your table seems to be more a bit more ruggish. If you don't.
Well, the roads aren't as safe as they used to
We're
be.
all looking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all looking at Portia dancing on a dance
Yeah.
floor, and the conversation is only between
Yeah.
two, but you can like catch the glimpse of the conversation.
But oh, the roads aren't as safe as they used to be. So an old soul like me could use a few capable friends along her travels.
I understand. And well, on which way are you going? Where are you traveling to?
Oh, I've always wanted to visit the south to see how the coast is. And, well, I just happen to have these 4 wonderful folks going the same way as I am, so why not do it in good company? And meet good company, as I do a little nod towards them along the way.
Well, thank you also for the company of this dance. And like, I'm also, well, we're leaving the city tomorrow morning. And
Oh,
We're going south. Would that be the way that you're leaving to?
Indeed, it is. What a pleasant coincidence. What, what do you have ahead of you? Travel, leisure, business?
Um, Sadly, it would be for business instead of pleasure, not vacation. But the menagerie coast is bringing some contracts to my family, and we have to travel to Nicodranus. So,
Oh, yes, indeed, that is one of the destinations I have. I look forward to discovering what it has to offer. It's funny you should speak of business. I'm a businesswoman of myself as well, so maybe we can figure out mutually beneficial dealings if we cross again in Nicodranus.
how so? What kind of career that you have,
Oh,
or business?
I'm a seamstress by trade. I have quite the boutique back in Rexcentra.
Or Accentrum, nonetheless.
Yes.
The head of the government over there. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure since, with the clothing that you're wearing, it seems of great quality. Well, we'll be probably good doing business with you.
Yes, and the clothing you wear is a sign of great taste. And I would be honored to add to your collection if your business in Nicodranus requires a little update to your wardrobe. Or to
Would
your
you be
sisters as well.
Would you be up to the challenge for a new suit?
You have to tell me what would make it challenging.
And the dance finish, and you just thank you again for this magnificent dance. I'll wish you a great night because it's time for me and my sister to leave the establishment.
Mm.
She I promised her it would be only one dance, and well, this was. So thank you again.
And I thank you for this privilege. Oh, if I want to seek you out for said suit in Nicodranus, is there a particular inn you're staying at?
I'm probably with the friends of the family. Carmen, please. With who will we be staying in Nicodranus? Give me a second.
Okay, I'll give you two because I'm feeling nice.
Thank you. Probably that we'll be lodging at the Marquis de Masson, where most of the upside down of the folks lives. But I've heard that there is a really nice hotel over there that is called the Lavish Chateau.
The lavish hotel.
Yes, the Ruby of the Sea is one of the performer over there. She's quite a dancer, and well, the music comes with it. So, may we? Well, I have some talent of mine. Once I'm in Nicodranus, I could send you a little telepathic message, maybe for another dance at the Lavish Chateau.
Or maybe to have a nice little suit so you could share a dance with the Ruby of the Sea.
Nah, the dance is gonna be with you.
Stop it, you tease.
On this, have a good night.
You as well.
And he leaves. So Portia goes back to her table while everybody is probably looking at her like, what?
Yep. That was some good stuff. I go back and with a very cool, calm, and collected smile, grab my tea, take a little sip as if nothing happened. This is the most natural of things. It's a nice evening, isn't it?
You're a natural one, Portia. Who knew you could dance like that?
What happened?
Well, you've never seen a more mature lady enjoying a dance?
Was he a spy of someone?
Oh, he does seem to be of a noble upbringing, and he seems to be also going to the same place we are. So we might have, well, I might have a little suing contract to fulfill.
Oh,
Go.
he's going to the same place that we are?
Yeah, Nicodranas.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Did he tell you why he was at this inn specifically?
Well, he was really needing for a dance tonight, and his sister allowed him only one. And I guess I was the lucky gal tonight.
Hmm.
Is he still there, or has he left? By the way.
Right now he's look like he's finishing his glass of wine, and seems to have 2 bottle, one that is emptying right now with both of them, and the sister seems to be backing up, like she's waiting for him to finish his glass, but he's talking with the owner of the place.
How far is their table from ours?
Maybe 3 tables away.
So not too far.
Just-
Yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say, just a question. Technically, the show hasn't started yet, right?
The shows the show started with like I said, the fancier music, from what the
I just
dance
want to
would
know if I
happen.
was aware or not of the interaction.
Yes, you are aware of the interaction. Like the show started, then the food was pretty brought at the same time. Everybody arriving at the same times. So, but these 2 were the late birds. But late birds was like 10 minutes after everything began.
That's fashionable at best. Also, while we're having this dance in this chat, being a business savvy lass that I am, I do have the problematic habit of getting a read on the people with whom I interact and seeing what other buttons that I can press or what are things about them that they might not say outright but reveal about themselves in their body language and whatnot. AK, can I do an insight check to have a read on what sort of person this individual was and their sister, and like what are the things that I could read upon them that I might not hear from their lips directly?
All right, you can give me that insight check.
I will, and I will do a whopping 23.
23 is pretty good, pretty good.
I'm just
And
really scared.
anybody wanted to do it also, because I know you were mostly spectator of the
Yeah,
of this
honestly,
scene. So
that was something I wanted to do, and I would just like go to Portia and like whisper in their ear, you should have not curved or something. Like, I don't trust people that look nice. Like, if you don't have any live-in on your clothing, you're clearly not involved with the right people.
I just whisper, like my lips barely move, but I smile at what you have to say, and I say, I appreciate how well you're aware of this, even at your age.
So you can give me also an insight check, Vess, if you like. Kaiser, you were judging, so whatever you want.
Well, I'm pretty sure Kaiser think like it's a vampire or something. So just any sign of the
They're
the
so
occult.
vampire coded.
Oh my god, they are. They are so much.
They're so vampire coded.
All right, you have your suspicions. 23, Portia.
Yeah.
For the 2 others, you have you don't know how to read them. These looks like nobles, so they know how to deal with politics and how to wear a mask in public. So, but Portia, on your side, you have, maybe since you converse with one of them, maybe the mask is not as much of thing or a blockade in front of you. You have when you dance with him, and you see that he was sincerely interested at first. Like you picked his curiosity because first you were like, even if you're comfier clothes, you still have you said that you were not in adventuring gear, so I guess that it was your more clean outfits.
It's a nice evening dress. Like, not
Yeah.
the formal, like I'm going to a gala, but it's like I might be having a tea with a friend at their place. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And like it was genuine when you well, first let me roll a persuasion or deception check depending on whatever it is.
Me or them?
Me, I'm rolling. So either it's a persuasion or deception, but you don't know.
A vibe check.
A vibe check for a 20. Like I said, he was genuinely interested, and it doesn't seem to have any special agenda. Like he was not seeking information. It was at first small talk presentation that you're doing at the court. On her demeanor, since you were dancing with her brother, you had some more looks from her, and you see that she's very protective. Like when he got close, you saw her grin like. And,
She was growling, not gritting. Gotcha.
but not growling. Or only her nose just like.
Little sneer.
Yeah. She still have this respectful, like high noble lady standard that she has to hold on. So she just had a.
Yeah, Miss Steal Your Brother over here with her elvish senior moves. I know.
And from what he said, he seems to be going for business. Like he talked about it with such I have to go for business instead of the like maybe being showing some enthusiasm about that. Nothing about it. So yeah, that's what you pick up from them. But like I said, she have a protective demeanor even if she was mean or like with him. So yeah, and that's what you got from that.
Yeah. Also, it was like a nod of respect and a respectful acknowledgement towards his sister. When I was looking at her, I was like, "Yep." All right, good. No, that's a bit the reads I got. I'm good with that.
Perfect.
Consider question. Oh, you're muted. Ari.
Hi. Yeah, thank you. I've been like, this
Oh.
entire time.
Sorry.
Oops.
Oh, it's okay. It's my fault. I mean, I'm just gonna repeat what I was saying. So in character. So considering I wasn't really paying attention and was busy like pranking the servant guy over there, like kept snuffing out the candle and he tried to relight it. It was a whole thing. It was pretty funny actually. I don't know what's going on with those two, but if you want to know what they're saying, there is a way of making that happen. Yeah, Shroud got the right idea.
Maybe not tonight. But without a doubt, once we're Nicodranus. But hey, I might not want it, but if you want it, just don't get caught.
Well, I can help you with that.
I mean, I am kind of curious. They do look a little funny.
Might I suggest not to create any more enemies that clearly are from the supernatural background?
Okay.
Oh, really? What's your theory?
Well, first off, they clearly came here with a goal. And
Well-
magically we're going the same way they are going.
Okay, yeah, that is a little strange. Because I was going to say, like, usually when people go places, it's, because they have some kind of goal, right?
Yeah. Which mean they know what or who or why we're here. So we must be suspectful.
Well, I
Is that
mean,
a mix of suspicious and respectful?
Exactly.
Well, I find it very respectful of me to drop like a tooth or a nail onto them without them noticing and then
No, I
spying on the
think they
conversation.
will. They will notice. That's my point.
Uh,
I think they are suspicious. I used the right word this time.
oh, suspicious of us? Like,
Yes.
hmm.
They will suspect things like that. We should not fall into their traps.
But also, it's not like we're exactly keeping a low profile or being unconspicuous.
Yeah.
We do stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Both
Which
for
is-
the place and how we're dressed. Like, the only one that actually made an effort is Portia.
I touched my makeup.
Yeah, but you just
I
look like yourself.
am disguised. Like,
I did-
excuse
Yeah, like
me,
you
I can't
usually
afford
do.
better
What I mean
clothes.
is,
I did
you
stuff
still
for
hang
the
out
group.
with us. You still hang out with us, and we look
Oh.
like shit.
Oh, Revna, does this mean that you want some nicer clothes?
No, I really like my clothes, but you know, if it can make Vess happy, 'cause apparently.
Well, I do agree that we should dress more properly since we do represent the government.
I've been waiting for this day since we've met.
But nice clothes will just get dirty and like hidden by my armor anyway.
Yeah, well,
Well,
we
you're
do.
not gonna wear them when you're like going in the middle of a muddy road, but for a soiree.
Why would I not wear armor for a soiree? I might get attacked.
She's
Drama.
got
Yeah.
a point.
Vess is right, but you taught me something. Tomorrow morning, first hour, we're gonna go shopping. A new armor for myself. Thank you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask me to make you a nice suit, but all right,
Oh
we
no,
can do
for,
that now.
for once I'm on Vess side actually.
I understand.
No, what you are wearing is somewhat impractical, Portia. Like, it's very nice, I suppose. I don't really like green, but yeah, it's.
I mean, I guess we could potentially, cause like Vess is feeling super bad because she like she made Portia sad. So she's like, I mean, maybe we
Green
could be
is
looking
my
like,
color, but it doesn't have to be your color.
we
Like,
could maybe
Oh,
look
it
at
really
maybe
isn't.
clothing, maybe like a compromise, so I still have some armor.
well, yes, I could make you a nice little undershirt.
Yeah, that could be good. I like purple.
It's a regal color. That's really good taste.
Matches my hair.
Why are you sighing, Kaiser? We just learned a new secret about Vess. She really
Yeah.
likes purple.
Because she's the one that was criticizing our clothing because all along she wanted a new dress from Portia. It was all a ploy.
You give me too much credit there. I'm smart, but I'm not that smart.
And you see that the gentleman arrived while you're all like not arguing, but like bickering around each other. You see that the gentleman's there, and his sister is right beside him. And like I said, there was 2 bottles that there was at the table, and one was empty. And you see that he's bringing one that seems to be full. I'm like, pardon me, but as a thank for the dance, Lady Portia.
Oh,
Is the
You're too
bottle
kind.
open?
Nope.
While they're distracted and doing that, I'm just gonna drop a fingernail on them.
casually dropping a fingernail.
Give me a sleight of hand, please.
Come
Yep.
on.
Fine, I got this.
Can I be like
Why?
really?
12.
They're so bad.
They're so
I roll
good.
so bad.
Yes, +7.
But the thing is that there is
He is a
there are 2.
vampire.
So
That's their group check.
Oh, can we like? Is there any way to help?
he misses
Floating.
it, but you see that he does it. And let me check. The floating can be used. Let me just roll a little something.
Like, can we help her? Like, I don't know. so much
Yeah, like-
this would be this bonus. Okay.
I think you can cast that shit like all the time. It's cantrip.
Ravna, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
I told you not to do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
just go draft a new character sheet, okay?
Let me recap what everything's happened now. And thank you, Lil Sorio, but don't give a shit for your cheap viewers on 3 asterisks. So, you have the the Revenant just land, and none of the both of them doesn't seem to have noticed whatever you did. So you're confident that it should be all right in the pocket of the lady.
Okay. If they're not reacting in any way, I won't either.
So that is the Glory to the Everlight Part 2. Yes, Phil. But nothing happens. Like, and for the bottle, you see that it was the owner that brought the 2 bottles when they arrived, and he only uncogged one of them, and the other was not. And this is the other one that you have. He does nothing seems to be. There was not any slate of anything. They don't have the space on them to like have even the smallest bag of holding to trade whatever it would be. Oh, and here Dr. Kilsis is giving a gem of prophecy to who you're giving it to.
Don't give it to me.
And well, that's it. And like, well, thanks again. We're leaving early in the morning, so we'll have to go to bed pretty quickly. And well, have a good night, everyone. Have a good travel. She told me that you are going on the roads, and they can be a bit tricky. So, good luck to you all.
Now,
Goodbye. And when he leaves, you see that she turns right away, like, and go towards the door, and she waits for him to open it. But while he's going for the door, he looks behind at Portia with a smile and keep on going and open the door for his sister.
Ooh, I think
he's
he
a tiger.
crush on you, Portia.
Are you what they call a gilf?
no. There's something more to this.
What is a gilf?
That would be a grandmother I'd like to fuck. I heard your younging saying that at the barack.
Oh, is that your preference, Bess?
I mean, not mine personally.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not one to judge. Well, am I?
Yeah, you are, but
Yeah, you are.
not as much as Kaiser.
I'm not judging specifically this. I would be judging anything you would have said.
Yeah, which is why I said you're like the master judgment.
Yeah.
You have that price.
So, I did manage to get a fingernail on them. They didn't seem to notice.
Yeah, I did. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say something. I might have borrowed those people. Yeah, borrowed some stuff from them. Yeah, sorry.
Ooh.
But they're going to the same place as us, so it's fine, no?
Yes
Look,
and no.
are they
Depending
still-
if they notice and alert the authority.
Did you notice?
Why would they? Oh, about the
I
theft.
wasn't paying attention.
I was gonna say a fingernail isn't
could-
really,
Could we stop stealing from the very rich whilst we're on mission?
No, but I needed information on them, so here I got this, and they're not inside anymore, right?
Nope.
No, I'm just taking out the ring and giving it to my friends.
Is
If
there
any-
like a crest on it?
Yes.
Something we could maybe do history?
Yeah, I hope so.
So yes, it is doable for anybody who's proficient in history. You can give me an history check.
I'm not.
We know one.
I'm not also.
Portia.
And religion is not?
Nope, religion is not related to this.
I'm trying.
I think you
Arcana?
muted, Kevin.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, sorry,
There
it
we
was my turn.
go.
As Shar's pulling it down, like I'd be discreet with that if I were you. They seem to be quite familiar with the staff here.
Yeah, sure.
And with that history check, Portia, with the two, like I said, the signet ring, I have the 2 griffins in front of them, of each of them, and he told you his last name, so it's pretty quickly for you to catch up on what it would be. The Navarra family is established in Zadash, so they are a noble family from this place. They are known for a lot of exquisite, like any rare items or like either spice, wine. You want to make some import from Taldore or Marquette. They
Export import, folks.
exactly import export folks, and they are their second base of establishment is in Nicodran as being the biggest port on the Menagerie coast. So the guy is not lying about what he's doing. He actually have business over there, and they are known to. It's an old family. They're maybe at their 11th generation within the family itself. So they are, and these two are the youngest one. From for now that you are calling back, well, okay, with the crest and all, okay, cool. You know, now I get it. And like I said, 11th generation, and these seems that like they're going to, well, brother and sisters, last of the lineage right now.
I'm wondering right now if 23 is enough of me to know like what their family tree looks like for the past 3 generations. As in, has there been a brother and sister every generation for some weird coincidence?
Or if the last
Um,
generation is like centuries years old.
No, the last one was it's about maybe there's a 20 age gap between the father and the son, and now the twins that you have now, you have the gaps are in between 20 and 30, so they're having it late technically with the medieval times that they're supposed to have for nobles, but right now you see that there is no gap of age, and there's not always brother and sisters. Some maybe 2 or 3 generation upwards, you would have maybe like 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay. And because I go back a long time, have I dealt with this family in the past?
Probably that you did some of the clothing that they were wearing, and maybe some at noble parties that when they came to Rixentrum and they wanted a specific, like you've been referred to, and you probably did some of their. Well, in the design that you have with the golden on the now that you pay attention to it, you seem that it seems to be based on an old design that you probably did.
Still got it. I'm still relevant, you know. Okay. I know that Dr. Curtis has been very kind to give us a nice little gem of prophecy. So if I understand, I can ask a question. Like, what exactly is the gem of prophecy?
You can ask a short question, and I will answer truthfully a short answer. It can be vague, but it will be true.
Okay. All right. So to the rest of the party, I'm like, so should I ask if they're vampires or something?
Yes.
Or maybe, if it can be like more general, are they supernatural creature?
Yeah.
Although,
Here's the
do we
thing,
categorize as supernatural creatures?
They're abomination. It's more like if they're not humanoids, it is a supernatural creature.
Okay.
Even some humanoids technically like
So I guess
gnolls
they
are
aren't,
created
like,
by
vampires,
magic
humanoids?
and stuff.
Well, it's because like they could look human but still be like fey or undead or.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, like he did say to me, like he has some gifts, and he's like, "I'll telepathically message you," and I'm like, you know, some arcane stuff. Cool.
Well, it could just be the message spell, you know.
That too. Yeah, exactly. I was like sending. Boop.
Yeah.
He's not a vampire, but he's a level 10 wizard. I don't know.
Well, yeah, there's a suggestion in chat that are they evil as well as hot?
Well, like, yeah. It gives a very good question. Does he like? Does he enjoy the mature tag, or the very mature tag? uh.
You could always keep it for like further down the road.
You have it till the end of the end of the game.
Okay.
Well, would you like me to spy on them?
What's the worst that can happen?
What?
Well, I've done this before, Kaiser. This is no
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah. I'll keep
Don't
that.
spy on them.
Well, don't we want to know more about them?
No.
Yes.
So I went through the process of losing a fingernail for nothing, is what you're saying.
Wait, what? We told you not to do it.
I feel like I should start praying.
I mean, why do we
Not
pick
to the
fights
Everlight,
with
I
things we
hope.
don't understand?
We're not
No.
picking a fight. If anything, I can just claim I have leprosy or something.
Well, just do it now because if they're too far, you won't be able to do it anyway. So better use that fingernail.
Well, I kind of did, like tell myself that I'll start asking for your opinion more before acting because I've gotten us into trouble before. So
And yet you still
who's in
put-
favor? I know Shroud is, but
Me and my invisible hand are in favor of this motion.
does that count as 1 or 2?
If it counts as 2, I do have an invisible hand as well.
Well, I
Yes.
have a visible hand, and I do mage hand with like a arcane cloth hand right beside me.
And I do mage hand, which is also invisible now.
Ooh.
Well, as we can see, I have 2 hands, and each of you have 1.
And then shake, just so you can feel it.
Okay. Listen, no use crying over spilt nails, right?
I'm against, just so we know. I just wanted to vote against.
At this point, the deed is done.
No, it's not. There's a difference between putting a nail on someone and casting a spell to know about those. If they have any kind of magic protection, they might discover that we cast a spell on them, and it might be illegal here.
It might also make it much harder for us to be on good terms with them.
Well,
when-
technically, the nail is already imbued with magic.
Why?
The deed is done anyway, so
Why?
Actually, I was wondering, and I'm looking at the wine bottle with my seamster hand, looking like I would like to cast detect magic.
Nothing.
It's a bottle of wine, and what sort of bottle is it? Like,
Usually, bottle of wines are around 10 gold piece. And since I'll keep your 23 history check in there, this one is a 51.
oh,
It seems to be
Oh.
like an import from Marquette.
oh. It would be
I'm
such a
guessing.
shame if we got on bad terms with them. And I'm opening the bottle as I'm saying this, like I'm uncorking it with my, with like a few extensions coming out of Singer. Singer for some reason has a bottle opener integrated as well.
There's just
I'm
multiple
Gotta bring it
needles
up.
just.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's fancy wine.
Oh. Actually, this is a great opportunity to learn something, and I do a little sign to the innkeeper.
I'll be honest.
Yes,
It's gonna
yes!
be wasted on my palate.
Yeah. I think we have a wonderful opportunity here, and I show the bottle.
How did you hand up to you? This was not on the basic bill that you have.
Oh no, Rodrigo offered it to me after our dance.
Oh, Rodrigo,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, quite the gentleman, I must admit. And I must also admit it has been a few lifetimes for some of us here since I've had something as wonderful as this in my hand. So, just to show the difference, would you mind getting me the first bottle of wine you have under that counter of yours?
You mean like another one like this one?
An ordinary bottle, just for us to appreciate the difference.
It will be at your expense, though. It's not be included. Okay, so
Don't sweat it.
the 10 gold piece.
Yeah,
And
I toss the platinum. Yeah, I go.
she leaves and bring back a bottle of wine
Yeah.
that is from here, located in Zadash.
All right. And also a few extra cups. We're gonna need. We're
she brought, since you are having a nice bottle, you see that she brought nice glass, like, so the taste is not tainted by wood or by like cheap metal.
Tin,
So-
yeah.
so it is glass that you have.
Yeah. So I pour it in like ask for a few extra ones so I can pour like the normal one and the nice one and like, all right, try the normal one first. Is offered to everybody.
It's a good one. It's the yeah.
It's-
When if you're a wine drinker, it is a good one. A bit dry, but
Goes great with a beef roast. What did she say?
I guess
Yeah.
Nah, this tastes bad.
it tastes like wine.
Yeah. Now let's try this one. And I poured the fancy one, and we have a taste.
when you first take a sip, the smell is pretty strong when you're trying to drink it. There's a touch of cherry, so you don't have necessarily have this kind of of fruit, actually, or is mostly imported from the Port de Mali and from the Menagerie Coast. But this seems to be made in Marquette, and it is one of those nice bottles that you're really happy to pay yourself when you have like accomplished something really great. So while surviving the day, in your case, might be the occasion to drink.
Yeah.
But it
Not
is a
getting
really
burnt
good one.
As a heretic counts as that as well. So what do you think, Shroud?
Well, every time I drink wine, I feel like I don't like it, and I still don't like it. Sorry. This tastes like sour in my mouth and not fun at all. I prefer your tea, your iced tea. That's good.
I'll make some more of that tomorrow morning. Promise.
It's kind of sweet.
Kind of tastes like off grape juice.
In
It's-
many ways, it is that.
It's kind of like softer, I guess, more mellow.
Yeah.
But
Bess is
that's-
finding a taste for wine. Confirmed.
I mean, that's kind of where my analysis is going.
Yeah.
It's like the third time I've drank wine, so
And I see these two bottles tell very different stories and are appropriate for very different occasions.
I'm gonna turn to the waiter and go like,
Would you happen to have sugar?
Oh God,
Probably behind, yes.
don't.
Can you bring?
Oh, yeah, I'll grab a cup. Coming back.
I'm not that connoisseur in like wine, but I do feel like it's kind of an offense to put sugar in that
I mean,
specific kind of wine.
Everything we do is an offense to something or someone at this point.
Well, let's be honest, it won't be the first instance of blasphemy she did today.
well, it would be an offense to waste the good wine, so I'm just gonna make it taste better.
God,
Can't
can I go
argue
to
with that.
sleep and leave this city?
Yeah, well, on that, I'm gonna leave you all to the show.
Alright.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna go sleep too. Hey, Vess, want a roommate?
I
Not
thought
sure.
Okay, in which room do I sleep then?
Well, one of the nice room, because that's
Ah.
what you argued about.
That's true. Well then, I'll take a nice room.
Yeah.
This was me. And when you see just Nazum coming down the stairs, like, oh, the food is all there. Nom, 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 nom. And you just
Oh,
start
Nasum, you have to try this wine.
Nazum, please
nom.
masticate, chew. You're gonna like choke.
For someone as potentially long-lived as you need to start on the good taste early on.
Hey, Nazoom, try
Yes.
it like this. It's a lot better. And I'm just gonna like put a spoonful of sugar into his like cup of wine.
Poor
I will
Nazum.
try to block the sugar on the glass. Like,
You can give me dexterity saving throw. How it looks.
a saving throw, sure. I'll do my best.
It's like the first time Portia is trying to stop something.
I got principles.
For a 13, since Revenant is just like, yeah, you just put your hand on over the glass, like, nope.
The sugar just like spills all over your hand.
Yeah.
And I think for the first time ever, you see my eyes have an expression that is not like this chill, laid back kindness. It's a
This tastes like some of the drinks that Dad had.
Oh, was your father an alcoholic?
Not a alcoholic,
wait.
but he had a lot of money, so he
What
tried
did he?
to.
What did he look like?
Oh, he had usually blue clothing. He had like really small glasses when it's helping him to read. He had white hair also.
Oh my god! I do minor illusion of the face of the men as far as I can remember in front of my face.
Rodrigo?
Yeah.
Oh no! Dad was really old. He was
Okay.
maybe 80? 80 years old, around that. Yeah.
And does this crest rings you a bell? And then I show the crest from the ring.
Nope.
Okay. I was afraid for a moment here.
No.
But when Kaiser shows back the ring to Nazum, I forgot to ask: was there like any inscription or like engraving on the ring aside from the cross? Like, because sometimes those ring have like sentence inside or something.
Oh, I will share also why we have the bottle of wine, what family it comes from as well, just to give them context.
Okay. On his side, Nazum doesn't seem to have a clue about that. Vest, for the signs, you have the one. What would be the motto of the family is the from an ocean to the other.
Kind of sounds like Canada's motto,
Yep.
but d'un océan à l'autre.
Yep.
Sorry.
Maybe they're talking about blood flow or something like that. Vampire stuff.
Yeah, there's vampires, dragon hoarders.
So no, Dad was a human.
Okay. All right. So should we have Revna turn on her spy cam?
Or I can just go to bed and then the fingernail will lose its magic and it will become a regular fingernail.
Yes, please.
What is it
So-
for? Do I get to vote too?
Well,
No,
if you
have-
want, yeah. You're part
Well,
of the
then-
group in a way, so.
Will it be useful?
Yes.
Well, aren't you like. Didn't you go to bed?
No, but when I saw Nazum coming,
Ah,
I was
okay,
going
okay.
with
Of course,
Vest
of course, of course.
for sure, and I wouldn't have left my ring there with anybody else. So
So I'll explain it to you, Nazum. What this allows me to do is if I leave a part of me somewhere, and then I activate my powers, my magic, and everything, I can kind of like transport my consciousness to that spot, and then it's as if I were there, so I can hear and see everything that's going on.
Is there any way you can get caught?
Well, unless they like spot the part of me that I left, then yes. But otherwise, I do suppose it's imbued with magic, so if they have any way of detecting magic, then they would probably notice that there's something magical about the nail
And-
or the tube.
And your thing, is it like a clairvoyance spell? Or higher up magic?
It's kind of like a clairvoyant spell. I'm not really sure how it works exactly, but
Okay. Well, is it well? Okay. What would be Kaiser doing? Is it dangerous?
Everything is dangerous, specifically if they are a rich family that collects magic item. I mean, I believe they came here with a purpose, which means that they come prepared, protected in some way, or aware of what we can do.
Okay.
chances are if they told Portia that they can communicate with her, they do have magic in some sort.
Of
Of some
course.
sort.
Anyway, I said my opinion. I'm going to bed as well.
Can you send a message to your nail?
Yeah, I kind of can actually.
How about you thank them for the bottle of wine and tell them it was quite good? Please don't tell
Ooh,
them the sugar.
okay. That could be a good compromise.
Yeah.
Though then they would know that we can kind of reach them, but we can also feign that the only reason I put the nail on them was to thank them. So
Yeah, like a playful little prank.
But if is the girl using it giving us more information?
well, that was my intention, of course.
Okay.
But what Portia is suggesting is kind of like to save face in a way if they if they think something's up or
Technically, the only point I'll make, I will be abstaining. I won't vote because I would be a yes and a no. But you have to decide pretty quickly before they split, I guess, because they're leaving somewhere. So if you want to spy on a conversation, that would be something else.
They did say they were going to bed early.
true.
Tell you what, we learned from our experiences. Maybe we might get burnt. What's the worst that can happen, right?
I'm to bed. I'm not there anymore.
Vess mentioned something, but I think she was muted.
Oh no, that was more like Vivian making a comment like, "What's the worst that could happen? Us dying."
Thunder God, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm not there. I went to sleep. So
Actually, you know what? I think that was a good time before we decide or vote to be like, hey, what are we dealing with? So Gem of Prophecy, should I ask if these are supernatural beings, folks? Party. Do we
Well, something I could do, I would like to mention, is I could technically view whatever they're doing and then send a message. Like I can do both.
Good. Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. I still think if we have some information about what we're dealing with before doing anything might be wise. So
Okay, I'm just throwing that piece of information out. It's just
Yeah.
it's two separate actions, but I can
Yeah.
take both actions if I want to. So
good to know. So yeah, I'm gonna ask. Like these two siblings or apparent siblings seem human, right? At first glance.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire coded as fuck, but are they supernatural beings? As in, are they just like not normal humanoids?
Yes.
I'm totally surprised by this turn of events. I could have had a nice seamstress contract and all. I was gonna fucking put him in the best strip of the year. He was gonna have the fanciest fashions. I would have had economic contacts. Yeah, you can go for it if you want, Revna. Go have.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to enter trance and
Spy on
whatever they're doing. It lasts a minute.
them? What does it? Is it like the scry spell or clairvoyance?
I can. So if I'm within 10 miles of the token, I can enter a trance as an action. It lasts for a minute. It ends if I dismiss it. And I can see and hear from the token as if I were located where it is. And while I'm using it's kind of like a find familiar, like remote, like viewing kind of situation.
But it doesn't do like the clairvoyance. Oh, there's an invisible eye above everybody's head, and if you
No,
have
no,
high
no, no, no.
perception, it doesn't do that.
No.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's much more discreet than.
Yeah.
What's that, y'all?
It's kind of like scrying in a sense.
Yeah, but scrying sends a probe. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh
thing,
no,
yeah.
it doesn't.
The probe is the nail, so can you
Yeah,
see the
it's
nail?
technically already on them.
Technically, if it's in a pocket, you hear like.
Huh?
If it's in the pocket, you hear like it would be muffled sound, like anybody would be. No, let me check. Just the skill
I
there.
can post the description if anything.
No, I saw it. Okay, so pretty much like the sense beast or whatever they would be going with it. Okay. And using this feature. And the message thing, yeah, you can use an action to send a telepathic message.
It's a
as long as you're,
25 word message.
Okay, so you have to send the message before using the token. Because the message is while this is active, and when you use it, it's not active anymore.
Where do you see that?
You sense taken location.
Oh, because when the trance ends, the token is destroyed. True.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read all that far. Okay, yeah. I guess what I'll do is I'll enter the trance, and like after a while before my minute is up, I'll send the message.
Okay. So at first, when you are, let me just maybe change the music of this.
I'm sorry.
You're not. It's working. It's not working. Okay. It's both, right? But from what you would be seeing from the token, since it would be in the pocket, you would not see anything, since you would be at that point. But for the hearing part, okay, music started back. You hear.
I hope that everything tomorrow works fine. And that the people you talked with heading south won't be a distraction.
No, don't worry, sister. It was a pleasant evening with a dance with a fine lady. That was it.
You... Wait.
And suddenly you start to see because something is taken out of the pocket and brought to her face, and she looks straight at the token.
That'll be my signal to just go like,
Good evening. Good tidings to you. We wish you a lovely night. Simply wish to thank you for the wine.
it, and I'll drop it.
You have an answer back before you drop.
Yeah.
I saw what you did. This is not polite. And it will be remembered.
I have leprosy.
And it cut before you said that you had leprosy. As you just lose sight while the thing is like flinging into the air, and you're like whoop whoop whoop, and maybe by reflex your body just like whoop, whoop, and the chair of Revna just whoop, on the back.
I have a question. When you're saying these things, are you saying them out loud also, like where you are? So are you in the middle of the tower like, I have leprosy?
Well, maybe the
It's
leprosy part.
telepathic, so. So that would be fucking funny, actually.
So that what I there's only Portia and Vest that stayed. Was that it with Revna? No. It's Shroud stayed with the dragon and such. Are you okay, Revna? And he helps you like from the chair to just.
So, they kind of said what I did was rude, which, you know, I think is very discriminatory towards people with leprosy. It's not my fault I lose fingernails. But also that they've got something planned tomorrow, and they hope we won't be much of a distraction to them. But the sister especially is kind of onto us. So I'm really trusting you, Portia, to make use of your good charm on the brother, because I think he really does have a crush on you, actually. Called you a fine lady and everything.
I must admit it has been a while since I've courted.
Oh, it's never too late to start again, I suppose.
Yeah. We're never out of the game once we get inside of it, eh?
Ooh, but this is interesting.
It
So
is.
they know we kind of know. And we know they know we know.
Oof, layers to this intrigue.
Oh, Kaiser's gonna be pissed.
This guys are sneezing in his bedroom.
And
Do you
can
want
see
to say it
Portia
yourself?
that, like,
Because I'm sleeping with him.
Do I want to save myself?
Do you want to say it yourself to him, or you want me to say it?
Yeah, I'll say it myself. It's fine. You don't have to be the bearer of. I wouldn't say bad news. It's kind of interesting. I knew there was something up with those two.
Oh, that would. That goes without saying.
and like Portia, you can kind of like tell that Revna doesn't look all that like stressed about this. She mostly looks like there's like a glint in her eye.
Shit's hype.
She's like, yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Our journey hasn't been without perils. I'm just enjoying this quality wine.
I did thank them for the wine, and then she called me rude.
Well, you've demonstrated some good manners, and I say that's a step in the good direction. And I'll drink to that, my dear.
And I'm just gonna raise my sugar-filled goblet and clink it with yours.
I'm gonna go to bed too. Good night.
Night, night.
Do you think we're bad guardians making him drink at that age?
I'm not his guardian. It's not my responsibility.
We'll say Kaiser's been negligent.
Yeah.
Good. Well, yeah. Well, as you said, we'll try to stay in the brother's good graces and out of the sister's protective and vindictive path.
Mm. Yeah. She's clever. She noticed.
Oh no, her eyes were I felt daggers in my back all throughout that dance, I have to admit.
Yeah, it's just kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, protective siblings. The charm of that whole affair falls off quite quickly, becomes obnoxious. But I digress. We have a long day ahead of ourselves. We are having a good night. Even I should call it a night, I'd say.
And yeah, I
Yeah,
guess that with
good
that
night.
we'll go to bed. Well, we're staying in the same room, I believe. So
Oh, we're roommates.
yeah, and
Yep.
they were roommates.
Mates. Two
So.
gals and a bottle of Pinot Noir.
Also, I gotta say, out of character, these siblings are giving me massive like Crimson Peak vibes, and I'm like,
I haven't watched that. What's that?
oh, okay, never mind.
You all go to sleep, and Kaiser, maybe when you're reviewing your book, you're receiving a sending spell.
Kaiser. Astrid reporting. Join me tomorrow morning at 8 at the Cobalt Soul. I have some information before you leave.
And that's my 25 words. You can answer back 25 words you like.
I will be there.
That's it. You're not in obligation to say the 25. So everybody, go for a full night of sleep. And, well, I will be updating your character sheets during the break because you're now officially through level 5.
3 game later.
3 game later, this is a level up. 2 game. So, with all that, well, I will be updating the character sheet from D&D Beyond, so everything will be already done for the long rest. So, we'll take our break right after these troubling conversation and a really nice dance. It was just a dance. So, we'll see you after these messages. And we're back, people. Nice to see you all. And let's change the music. It's not that anymore, right? Since just before the break, our Chaos Goblin Ravna, as usual, set spy through the fingers, but this time through the nail, she got caught, and she thanked her for the wine, and she was said being not respectful, and flinged away. But they still had a piece of information. So we're gonna back the morning after, where everything is more at ease since everyone went to sleep. And come on, music, you can do it.
I wake up early to do my makeup again.
And do you sleep half a night, or you're sleeping a full night? Like, are you elven, or are you half?
I'm an elf.
Okay, so I don't think you have the trance. It's only the elves.
No.
Yeah. Perfect. So you set up your makeup to look like a wild health.
And I go to a meeting.
Yes. Do you say it to anyone? Nezum at some point he just wakes up and like,
I say it to no one.
Okay. Good morning, I'll still sleep more. And Nizum stay in bed. You're going to that meeting. She said to go to the Cobalt Soul.
Yes.
It's in the upper city, and since you have the access that you had the day before, everything should be fine to go there. So you go directly to the Cobalt Soul, and Athwork fellow it seems to have no sleeves that have long robes, blue. Seems to have really comfortable clothing, meaning that they have a large movement of amplitude that they can go reach, and it look like a monkish vibe. And when you come in at the door, it's like, name and purpose, please.
I'm Miss Kaiser. I'm here to meet someone.
Kaiser. Oh, yes. Please follow me. And you just looked at a small pad, and he slide up into a pouch. You follow him through, and you see that the first door seems to be a public library kind of vibe. Where it is, you see people wearing the same color as he have, like a really bright blue, with the sign of Eons on the back. But Eons is like an eye, but there's different motives, and you see that not everyone have the same pattern on the back, depending. Quickly you go, maybe it's about rank or something like that inside the place, but you are quickly brought to a place, another room, where when you open the door, you just see a really large magic circle of teleportation on the ground, and Astrid standing in the middle. You see that she's in a way better shape than last time you saw her. Since everything that happens pretty quickly, she's been healed and taken care of. Let me just Astrid, where are you? Here.
I don't see her.
You-
Master, I'm happy to see you in my better shape.
And it's all thanks to you and your group. I'm coming with news that I might not be there when you'll be back at Rexcentrum.
How come?
With the attack on my person, you remember the guest that we had at the Cerberus. Let me just check over here. Mm-mm-mm. No, that is Louis the butler. It's not the same one. Mm-mm-mm.
The one we brought you?
No, the one that is giving the extra. The gentleman coming from Taldore, from the cities of Craghammer. I'm just searching for the entry, but I don't find it.
The rich one.
Yes, that is giving rewards, and also residuum. So uh, he offered me to follow him back to Taldore for things to ease down in the Cerberus assembly. He's been a political ally for a while, so I don't have any suspicions. I always stay on my guard.
Is it safe for us to return there then?
Conscriptor Jorah is still at the same place and will be receiving your reports when you'll be back. And maybe you don't have the potency to cast a circle of teleportation, but if any needs, if you can hire someone where you're going, here is the rune.
And she slide you a piece of paper.
This is the rune that will be able to guide the person to select the circle of teleportation if you need to go back to Rexcentrum.
Thank you very much.
On this, it's just to see that I might not be there. I'll stay in touch maybe once every 3 days.
And then I'll try to be as much informative as I can be.
How are things going?
Bad. We were attacked by vampirish kind of undead creatures. We had to rest at this city, but my chaotic group made simple things way harder than they should be. I suspect that we gather too much attention right now.
I used to work with someone like that before.
Where are they now? Dead, I presume.
No. Technically working with... right now he is working with the higher ranks in the Solstice Academy, but also working right now with the Xorhatian Kryn dynasty. Maybe I'll present him to you one day. He is one of the tutor, Caleb Widowgast.
Why are you happy, Revna?
I was just like, I know who he's talking about, and then he name dropped him, and I was like, it's just
I'll note
the
his
critical
name
role
then.
nerd in me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know those. Speaking of people, what's the name of the family we met yesterday already?
Navarra, is that? Did I hear correctly?
Rodrigo
We-
Navarra.
We've seen the appearance of the Navarra's family.
Yes?
Twin. They seem suspicious to me and weirdly attracted to our party.
I mostly traded with the father of those twins. I've seen them in some banquets and some tournaments, amongst the Marrow Fields. The Marrow Fields. The Marrow Valley, sorry.
And are they ally or enemies of the Cerberus assembly?
We import a lot of different arcane products. We create some of our own, but most of our arcane ink come from them for transcripting the scrolls and spellbooks for our students and us and the higher ranks. They're more important to the Solstress Academy than to the Cerberus Assembly directly.
So you don't
Why
know
suspicious? Because they got interested in you?
Well, they appeared exactly when we were there at some place, specifically to target one of us to social interaction. And then, by all means, they share the same route and the same destination that we do. I think they were probing us.
They are business people seeking clients and such. I can understand some suspicions. They these seem probably a bit too. They don't look like they go outside much. But it's mostly their makeup. They're whitening themselves up,
Whiting?
getting a bit more of a pale skin. Because when you have a pale skin, you look more wealthy because you don't work in the fields.
I will not bother you with any more suspicion. If I talked about those again, it's because I have real proof of their danger to us.
I like that you're being cautious. But yes, you are on a mission right now. Yes, you have to go out of your way in a small competition with the other team. That, by the way, they arrived at the docks next to the Velvet Thicket. They took the north path to go straightly to Port Bimali. They're using the river to go down.
Ah, okay. We're in trouble.
Well, you're leaving today.
Yes. If my
No
group
problem.
don't get us arrested before that. Which is highly likely.
An old friend of mine told me that I should try to seek a bit more entertainment. It's not for nothing that you are my pupil, Kaiser. I see a lot of myself in my younger self in you.
I'm sorry I'm not that entertaining, Master.
Chaos can be painful. Controlled chaos can be put up to good use. Try to use it maybe instead of stopping them.
I'm trying, and I try to open up to them so they can work with me, but they seem to resist everything I try.
I think that time will make more smooth.
We'll see.
On this, I have to go.
Of course. Enjoy your trip and stay safe. If you need anything, don't hesitate.
Like I said, in 3 days. Stay safe.
And you just see the circle And she just
And
you
I go
were
back.
alone in this room. The Afwork is outside of this room.
I will just give like a gold piece to the Alfork whilst leaving. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, there was no need, but thank you.
And I go back to the inn I was in.
All right. You arrive, and most of the people are outside the room. You all waked up. Does someone want to do something while Kaiser is out? Vess, you are now back in shape for while you lost your level of exhaustion. You were at 2 or 1.
One.
Okay, so you lost it. Good. You're now back in health, top shape.
Yeah.
So, any of you want to do something in particular?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be super quick. I just need to go buy a new piece of armor for the 3rd time in this game.
Perfect. Anybody
As-
want to go shopping too?
As someone who's like, well, I guess I'm not a leather worker. I'm more of a seamstress, so I can't offer to repair.
You know, it would be leather working.
Well, don't you have the mending spell though? Would
I
that
do have the
work?
mending spell. I would offer my diagnostic services to see if mending is sufficient. Fred, what do you think?
Since Shroud's subject were by 3 crit, and you sacrifice the armor for it, I'll say that the armor is not repairable.
Fair enough.
Right. Okay. I would like to stock up on nice fabrics of various colors. Maybe a couple fabrics that are local to this part. Knowing that potentially I might have to make something for a totally not a vampire.
Perfect. So you have you want to go for magical stuff, Shroud, or you want to go for normal stuff?
I'm way too poor for magical stuff, so I'm just gonna go for a normal one.
I'll go with Shroud. See if there's anything interesting.
See if I could have a better depth, no?
Yeah, potentially.
All right. So, well, I guess you tagged along for the shopping and then you're leaving afterwards towards the south.
Yeah, well, seeing as like Revna would have gone with Shroud, seeing as Kaiser is away for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like when we'll all meet together, I'll drop the bomb on Kaiser.
Well, since you went to sleep a bit earlier, I would say since you would have left to lunch, when you're leaving and everybody's gathering up their stuff, you're all meeting at the inn at the same time.
Good morning, Kaiser.
Good morning. I'm happy to see you're still alive.
Oh yeah, we all are, I believe.
Are we
So,
ready to leave now?
Sometimes it's a little debatable with Portia, seeing how she sleeps kind of like a dead person, and then I'm always kind of like worried whether like she actually passed away in her sleep until I poke her a little bit and she snores, and I'm like, okay, she's good.
Okay.
It's rats.
So I kind of did the thing yesterday. I mean,
I figured.
yeah, and those siblings pretty suspicious.
Of course.
They're planning something today.
What are they
If
planning?
I have no idea yet. They kind of noticed. I left a nail on them. 50-50 chance. I thanked them for the wine. But yeah, they know we might be onto them, but we know, they know, we know.
So then we should not go near them again.
Yeah, I guess, unless we're really curious about what they're planning today.
Or we should concentrate on the mission and remind ourselves
Yeah,
we're in a
yeah.
race and the other
Yeah.
group is more near than we are.
Oh, how do you know that?
Well, I had information this morning and they arrived at the Vilven thicket and they will take the boat south, so they
Oh,
are
okay.
going to be really faster than we are.
Okay. Well, no worries. I mean, it might be best we avoid the two weirdos. But yeah, they're not, just business people, I think.
You think, or you know something more?
Well, they just all I got to hear was that they had some plans for today and that she hopes we won't be a distraction to the brother. Ronaldo? Is that his name? Anyway.
Eduardo? Ronaldo?
Reginald.
It finishes with an O.
Rodrigo.
Alejandro.
Rodrigo.
Alejandro.
So you did, again, something that I told you would happen as the outcome of your action.
But we know now that they're definitely suspicious.
But we could have assumed and not give
But
them the
that would have
information.
been an assumption, and to assume makes an ass of you and me.
Oh God. Please give me strength. Alright, if we have to work as a team, Revna, we need to at least follow some kind of consensus.
She kind of just looks at you and goes like,
And clearly you will never listen to what I propose. So let's find a common ground. What will you follow?
Ah, that's what consensus means. Okay.
Yeah, what will you follow? Why are you doing all of this?
How
in fact?
about this? What if I do as you tell me to in exchange for some of your magic?
What do you mean by some of my magic?
You teach me spells.
Well, you're a sorcerer. That would mean something else for you. You don't cast spell the same way I do.
Well, I know of a ritual that would allow that.
and this is just gonna be me breaking character because it's my special feature thing that Fred come up with, and I forget entirely exactly how it works. But we
It
can
is
exchange
it is as a
spells.
part of a long rest, and yes, you can exchange known spell
Yes.
with someone.
So I will lose them?
Nope. You'll keep them. It's just you teach them to me, and in exchange, I teach some of mine to you.
You have nothing to teach me.
Well, then, guess your opinion isn't that important in my
No, I did not say that out
decision-making
loud.
process.
So I would be teaching Shroud and you spells.
So, okay, I found it. I'll read it out loud. So, once per week after a long rest, I can join magical beings together equivalent to my proficiency bonus, which is 3 right now, right? 2 or 3?
Yep, 3.
Okay. By taking an organic piece of that person, myself included, I can join magical essences with the other creatures involved in the ceremony, and I can choose a spell in their spell list and add it to my spell known. And whatever spell I trade off with you has to be an equivalent level.
That seems like a good trade. And I do not wish to impose myself towards you. I just want us to follow something.
Yeah, we'll consider this some kind of agreement between us.
All right. I like that.
And I'll just kind of like extend my hand. And we can like figure out spells and stuff outside.
Yeah, of course.
in-
We'll-
Yeah.
Yeah, well, details.
Darkness. Most of you will be going for the shops. Well, some of you don't, but other people like have to go, and then afterwards the whole group would be going south. So you will the closest shop that can have different kind of items and would be wondrous items would be the invulnerable vagrant that is pretty close into the Panta market. Actually, let me show you what it looks like in there in the Panta market, because there's art and I love to show it.
I
Here.
will use this transition to say that I have to leave. So thank
That's
you
what I
for
was
game,
doing.
Fred. Enjoy the rest of your.
Thanks for stuff.
Bye.
Have a good day, a good night, and good work tomorrow.
Thank you.
Aspin, while I'm doing the searching for the image, you the monster my player are scared of. Like they think that there could be monsters, but they're only hot people.
We're scared of hot people.
My crew
Oh,
are
shit,
just
they're
scared of hot people. But this peeps is the Panta market, what it looks like. And the invulnerable vagrant is actually the shop where you see the blue tall fellow on the right with the green the green spot, the building that you have. So you enter there, and you have multiple some small alleys where there's a prison door. There's common things like armors and such, but there's also items that keep up your attention in all that. Let me just describe them to you. You see that there's a wooden box that seems to be well crafted. There seems to have two compartments. There's one with a sun on it, and on the other side, there's a moon that seems to be smoking a pipe on it. On the other one, there's a mannequin with a bandolier that have like 6 daggers on it, and they seem to have a glowing taint around where all the dagger have been holding. You have 2 little birds, one that seems to glow a little bit, and there's just like toy birds next to one each other. There's long red gloves with chains wrapped around, metal chains wrapped around the wrists and the forearms. Sorry. There seems to have a small, like, minimized house. Like it's looked like a small chest, but it looks like a cottage. And there's a large band of like tape. It looks like tape, but you see that there's runes scribbled on it, like on parchment, that it seems to be with the tape, and it seems to be this big. And there's a really long purple and gold cloak that seems to be in, and there seems to have a crossbow that a hand crossbow that seems to have a small. It seems to be always charged. Like it's always load. Sorry, and well, nothing seems to be in on the crossbow. But when you enter, there's the actually tall blue fellow that is a furbolg with the red nose that is at the counter, and you see that there's one silhouette at the other end that seems to be wearing the same clothes, and there's people going around. There's some noise and movement of work, maybe someone crafting behind, but the person welcome you when you enter is like, "Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Invulnerable Vagrant. I welcome you. I am Pumat Soul. I am the enchanter of this place." And from the guy in the back that just turns when he hears like the ting-ling-ling-ling from the door, he just turns and like Oh, hi. I am also Pumat Sol, the enchanter of this place. And you see that it's exactly the same guy that is looking back at you. And you just hear two other voices from the other bag that just says, "Hi, welcome to the Invulnerable Vagrant. I hope you'll find what you need." But there's only two of the silhouettes. So, dear friend, how can I help you today? Are you in search of well, we also have this. And he just shoves something on the sides, and you see that there seems to have a really large bin with a lot of potions, but this seems like, sorry, there's a sticker written on it that, sorry, we didn't have time to identify them, so they're only 50 gold each. Good luck. We also offer this. But there's also normal armors and weapons, and even with some small enchantments. What would you be requesting today?
Oh, there's so much cool stuff.
Yeah, well, I just need a normal armor. I'm poor as fuck.
What kind of armor would you request?
Oh, you see, I was attacked by some feral creature in the wood, defending the mortal people. So I need a cheap stud leather armor, please.
A cheap studded leather armor. No problem. Let me check in my inventory. That is a studded. No, that's a plate mail. No, we don't need that. Please. And when you like, Pumat, can you fetch me something from the behind? We don't have this studded in the front. Oh yes, I'm coming. And you see that just a third guy coming up from behind the curtain. It is exactly the same guy that comes up and just come with the armor. Like, would this be? Oh, you didn't tell me it was for a small fella. Give me a few moments. I'll be sizing it up, sizing it down. I'm sorry. No judgment at all. By the way, I really like your fur. And you see that he's going behind. You just hear like.
You know, Revna, I think I like the guy, but he's way over the top. But I like him.
What do you mean? I think he's kind of, slow. But
Well,
also, there's 4 of them. Are they quadruplets?
is it magical?
Are you asking him or Revna?
I'm asking Revna.
I have no idea.
So, is any of you would like to buy anything?
Well, what do you have? I mean, I have a fair bit of money, although this one owes me a lot, but it's fine.
Depending on your budget. Yep.
I have 10 platinum pieces for you.
How much did you owe me again?
Way too much.
Oh, if I were you, I would not have not said that.
Well, that's a start, so...
But yeah, okay.
So,
well, I'll give you some specifics if it can help.
Mm-hmm.
I am
for sure
mostly a magic user.
Yes.
Magic is in my blood, so I never received any kind of formal training, nor did I make any kind of pact with a magical being.
All right.
I do tend to
so
go
the sorceress
down...
type of things.
Yes. I guess you could say that. I do tend to go down fairly easily in battle if I get hit. Very bony arms, as you can see.
For right now, I don't have anything that could. Well, maybe one thing could be able to help protect you in what I have in store. This thing, and he shows the cloak, the purple, and no, but just be careful. And you just see that he grab a piece of jerky and he throw it to the cape, and you just see a mouth opening from the back of the cape and just like. So yes, this is a youngling mimic that is actually being said with a cape. Uh, it does not protect you from being hit, but if you're being restrained or grappled, you are more efficient at getting out of the grip, and the person or the object that is trying to hold you back will be damaged by the bite of this creature.
Oh, it's got a mouth. Okay, interesting.
Depending on your budget, this is 1,000 gold piece.
Never mind then.
Oh, I'm sorry. What would
I
be
have a
more around
budget
your
of
budget?
about 580.
580. Let me check. Nah, we'll skip the bandolier then. But you said that you were not of a stabby thing person. You were more
Well, I
magic.
do have daggers, but they're not as effective as my magic, that's for sure.
Because the bandolier is called the bandolier of elements. When you grab the dagger, you can use it as pretty quickly. You can attack someone, and at random, an element will be showing itself, either acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, thunder, and it just gave an extra burst when you throw it.
Ooh, that almost sounds like that would be useful to you, Shroud.
And the daggers come back in the morning after.
Case in point.
I already know my element. I'm a thunder cat when I remember it.
All right. Well, so I don't think the ambitious medic box will be of use. Without weapons, well, then, are you good at throwing those daggers that you have?
I could well, I know how to throw them, whether I'm excellent at it or not. No idea. It hasn't really come up.
Because these gloves that are leather glove with the chains around are called chain devil gloves. I use a bit of elements from this creature we found back in hell, and well, I was able to manifest some spectral chains that when you throw a weapon, a spectral chains attached to it, and in a glimpse of a moment, anything that is in between the weapon and you can be struck by force when the
Oh,
weapon is called back to you.
huh.
And
That's-
that's any number of creature between that weapon and yourself. And you can
That's
go
good.
up to 4 chains at the same time.
Damn, that actually sounds really.
And this would be
interesting.
in your budget. It would be a 500 gold.
Mm-hmm. Sold.
So you want it?
Yeah,
All
I mean, is
right.
there anything else though? But
There's well, this could be helpful if you're. Are you able to handle some hand crossbow?
I think the really light ones.
It is no. You need to have some martial talent to handle
Oh
properly
yeah,
this.
no, I've never really wielded any weapon except
Okay.
for my daggers. So
Because the bird could also technically be helpful. There's the one use, and there's the other bird that seems to glow next to it. Seems to be well, this one is magical, and both are magical, but this one is one use, and this one cannot be used until a couple of hours afterwards. But when you're holding the toy and you're concentrating on it, you gain a fly speed. You can fly with maybe just a little bit for a minute,
huh.
as long as you're concentrating. But if you get hit, the concentration
Mm.
stops automatically, and you fall
Yeah,
down.
I do tend to need my concentration for other spells as well. Let's go with the gloves. I have a good feeling about those.
All right. Yeah, the crossbow is actually a rope caster.
But it's because I'm proficient in light crossbow, so it's not a light crossbow, I'll assume.
No, it would be a hand crossbow on
Yeah,
that
there you
side.
go. Cool.
So I don't think the cottage. No, the cottage chest would not be able for it's 10,000. It's not in your budget.
Oh no, no! Even with what Shroud owes me.
There's the tape that is the incredible mending tape.
Oh, that sounds like something Portia might like.
And it's a roll of 30 feet long and 1 inch wide, but everything that it touch that it is break or an object that is turned will be repaired instantly after you scramble the duct tape.
Sorry, it's just a Shroud going. Yeah.
But
No,
this
but
would be 150 gold.
Oh,
I was thinking on using that at Geyser. Maybe it would be repair after that. It's clearly
Oh.
broken.
I am sorry, mister, but this does not repair emotional damage.
okay.
That drow had a family.
He doesn't. That's the thing.
So, if you'd like the chain devil gloves, just give me a
Ah.
moment. I'll just remove the protection. Because, you know, some sneaky bastard can try to steal some stuff from me from time to time.
I don't know anyone like that, but it's very good to be cautious.
And you just see that there's like one, a second, and a third that seems to be, that was on the item. That's just bubble aura that just disrupt. Like, so how would be this 500 gold?
So I'll give 30 platinum pieces and
Yep, for 300.
200 gold pieces.
Perfect. Thank you very much. It was really nice doing business with you. And here are your new gloves. You will need to attune to them for using them afterwards.
How
So?
do they look?
Oh, they're looking pretty nice with you, but with your little crown that you have on your head, it mixed a bit with the chain that you have now with the gloves.
Yeah, does it make me look badass?
I would say pretty much so, yes.
Yay!
So here is your armor. It's coming! And you see that the other Pumat soul comes from behind the curtain and with the studded leather armor. Now for a small size tabaxi. And
Yay!
and I took the personal mean to make a little bit of a hole for your tail so you won't be bothered into the armor.
Oh, thank you.
So, was there anything else for you today?
No, how much do I owe you?
Well, let me check. I just don't remember. Studded leather armor. Most of the people come to see me for a magic item, so I don't.
I know, but I'm broke, you know.
I understand. It is 45 gold piece.
Excellent. Because, you know, we just came back from the temple. I fought so bravely for the citizen of this nation that I got corrupted by feral creature, you know. So, I don't know. Maybe you could give me a discount because I did that for everybody.
You can give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage!
No, I did the wrong one, I think.
Well, wait, we'll take the
No.
16 instead of the 18. Well, you know, in this kind of business, we also have to live with the means that we have. So my mean is to craft those items and also mundane armor for people who are broke, like you just said. So it will be 45 gold pieces.
Oh, thank you. You're such a nice guy. I will definitely come again.
It will protect you for next time you're getting hit by those feral creature, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And if you want some little enchantment next time, maybe for a 300 gold piece more, I could enchant it for you.
Imagine when I'm really rich because of my adventure and all I think about is the discount you never gave me. I'll remember that. And I just leave giving the gold piece with my armor and extremely sad.
You're leaving and he's just speaking out loud in your direction like, I totally understand, but don't worry, rich people always come back to me to buy some stuff. I'll wish you a great day.
I'm the one emotional
And
garbage.
right after Shroud leaves, like Revna like finally emerges from the bin of unidentified potions with like one of them and just goes like,
I'll have this one.
All right, let me just check the thing on my side. So here, thanks for the 50 gold, and he gives you you take the potion and that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me a d10, please.
uh, 5.
5. 5 would be. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh no, it's not working. It's not that one. Sorry, I'll have to pick another.
No worries.
It is. The color. I have a cobalt color to the potion that you picked, and well, I have the result on my face, so I'll be noting it for when you're gonna be using it. Do you pop it to like smell it or something?
No, I'll just put it in my pack.
All right. So you have a potion in your pack.
So like a mystery potion, I guess.
Yep, mystery potion it is. Here. Just created there.
If only there was a way to find out what it is.
Oh my god. That is going to be the fun part. So, after this shopping part, you're going back with the others and going forwards more south. And since we lost 2 person on our little crew, I think it's a good time to end tonight's session. And now that you're on your way towards the next city is
Alfield.
Alfield, yes. It is a short destination, a close destination, so it will be only one event that will be happening in between the two. So just do the quick roundtable with the 3 people that we have here. So Shroud, how do you like your game?
It was a fun game, like always. A lot of stuff happened in so little time, so nothing much to say actually. I'm not
Right.
sure where I'll be able to sell that signet ring, but for now we have it.
Yep. And well, Ravna, how did you like your game?
Again, love it. Yeah, as I told some people over break, I'm like, the player knows sometimes some of the stuff she does are bad ideas from a meta point of view, but also like not everything goes according to plan and results in positive outcomes in a good story. So that's why I take risks, even though Kaiser wants to strangle me every single time. And but like it led to a really fun thing that I hadn't really that I really just like improvised on the spot is the whole like our like personal character features.
Mhm.
Like I was like waiting to find a good way to plug it in story wise, and I was like, yeah, this is where I'm plugging it in, and I'm happy like that the situation led to that very organically. So
No, that was really nice. Nice output at the right moment for putting it out there. It's been a couple of sessions, 18 to be more precise, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Nice.
like it's just I'm a very big like I try and like as a player make like story and gameplay elements like mesh, and I think this was like a good place to reveal it and not just
Mhm.
randomly like go up to my party members and be like, "Hey, let's
Yeah,
trade spells." So,
I remember now that I have to come back to Cave for his
yeah.
feature.
But yeah, I was like, "Fred, if you thought I'd forgotten, I did not."
Good, good. And well, let's finish up with the first dance lady. How was your game, Kevin?
Wow, you caught me off guard with that. I'm like as we're going, like, oh, he notices someone with that handsome, totally not a vampire noble dude. I was like, I wonder who's he's gonna take. Haha! Imagine if he takes the old lady. Then you say Portia. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. No, I had a lot of fun playing that sort of scene. It's not what I tend to usually do, so it was fun. I was. I don't know how much I was smiling externally, but internally I was gleeful. I was in a very, very pleasant place, and it was a very fun couple of scenes back to back. I was having a great time. So 10 out of 10 would feel like a 400-year-old elf that is reliving her 95th year on this earth again. I don't know.
Perfect. No, I really like the game, and no, that was fun. I planned the session with my lady, my girlfriend next to me, and she was like, "You gonna do that?" And she's watching. She was like, "Yeah, what you did it?" I was like, "Yeah." I tried to like swoon Portia. So yeah, that was fun. So for tonight, my office is freaking warm right now. So be there next week for our insurrection game, or in 2 weeks, where we hope we'll have another full party. We'll see. But thanks to Viv and Christoph that left earlier also to be there with us. Thank you for all the people in the chat. There's Ospen that's been around. Thank you. And this is Mir. Also, the pack is sealed, and to tell like when he said that his master was boring, yes, a bit rude, but no, it was the other way around. So, thank you for all being there in chat, and Emily, if you're still there at the beginning, also. And then we'll see you next week or in 2 weeks with the Cerberus Hounds. So, as always, remember, may your fumbles become epic stories. Ciao, peeps. Bye bye.